dads here, or should I say padres aquí,
Aquí right here.
at a local, when I say hole in the wall spot, it's really what, you look around, this is what it is.
Yeah, the vibes are very hole in the wally.
Where are we at?
We are at El Farolito over here in South City.
Growing up, I went to the El Farolito, the OG one, 24th and Mission.
Yeah.
And my wife and I, we used to go there in college, and even me before, because they were open late.
Yeah. Yeah.
1:30 a.m. Now they still
Now they're still open. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you see all kinds of interesting stuff happening at 1:30 a.m. over there, but the food's always on point.
The food's always all good, on point. And back then it was just that spot. And then when the South City one opened up, we're like, ooh, cool, we got a closer spot to go to. And now I was just scrolling through their website, and they have like Roanoke Park, Oakland, Roseville.
Up north in Sac,
more.
really?
So good for them.
Yeah, good
for them. And now, from what I've heard from other people say like, oh, South City isn't as good as SF, or South City's just as good. To me, it's kind of still been good.
It's all Farolito, bro.
It's all.
Well, I do feel like some people have the nostalgia of eating it in the Mission. There's something about like, it's like eating those in New York. If you eat like halal guys, right?
Yeah.
There's something about eating it on the side street or whatever.
Or your favorite cart, because there's multiple carts. It's like, oh, I like the cart that's in front of the W, and I'm like, all right, no, that's all the same ingredients.
So
right?
I can't argue about that. But in terms of Farolito, it's still Farolito.
It's still Farolito.
Exactly.
So what did we get today?
Dude, today we had a super burrito with carne asada, which is
classic,
right?
Go-to.
You always got to get like the carne asada.
Yeah.
A measure of a good taqueria is being able to execute that super burrito real good.
Yeah.
And then they had one special here. It's not on the menu, but like they're on one of the specials, which is they call the Boss's burrito.
The Boss. So this one's the Boss. I think this has shrimp, pastor. And lots of other stuff.
Lots of other stuff, exactly.
And this is the classic over here. This is the classic carne asada.
Yeah.
And then we wanted to try both, even though we probably tried both before at some point.
Exactly.
But they'll cut it in half for you. So if you're with a family and you want to try like 2 different flavors or 3 different flavors or 4, whatever.
Exactly.
Have them cut it in half and split it up.
Definitely. And I know we've been doing tacos quite a bit, but I know we did some burritos, and that's the thing here up in NorCal. There's something about getting a Mission burrito, right?
Yeah.
In San Diego, maybe they specialize more in tacos, but at least here in NorCal, it's these burritos.
I mean, we created it, right?
Exactly.
The Mission burrito is the Mission burrito. Now, I mean, when people talk about the best burritos in the Bay in San Francisco, Farolito is always in that conversation.
It's always in that conversation, definitely. It's just one of the OGs.
Yeah.
Me growing up in the city, taking the 14 Mission to and from school, I'd always kind of pass through the Farolito.
Yeah.
The budget was tight back in the days. Even for these burritos, man, this was a special occasion every time I would get something like Farolito.
Yeah.
So, but I will say that, at least, especially in the Mission, it always was kind of like reasonable in terms of like the price point.
Yeah, and parking's kind of weird in the Mission. I mean, it's right outside the BART station, outside 24th Street BART station, so it's easy to get to there.
It gets pretty funky over there too, man.
And but I mean, over here, parking is a little bit hit or miss too in South San Francisco. There's a parking garage, but we found some street parking.
Yeah. And I feel like it's even more spacious. Despite the hole in the wall vibe, I do feel like there's even more space here compared to the one in the Mission.
Yeah, and there's something about like the griminess of the restaurant, not in a bad way. That's a little like makes it feel like home. Like you're flicking off the food bits off the table.
Exactly.
You're swatting the flies a little bit.
It's the character.
It's an open kitchen. There's fluorescent lights that are out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The decor is very Mission Mexican. You know what I mean? Like you got.
You know what? And everything's a little bit sticky.
Yeah.
But it's all good.
Yeah, it's the pastor oil. It's over the years.
We're not always
it's the
fine dining.
patina of the taqueria.
Don't get it twisted, because even though we've done a lot of fine dining restaurants, this is
we'll grind. We'll eat.
So all in, what was it? So free chips, which is always appreciated. It's no Chipotle where they charge you for chips and salsa, right? So for a horchata, a melon drink, the free chips, a specialty burrito, and a super burrito, what did it run?
It was about $36, close to $40.
Less than $20 a person for the Bay, for one of the best burritos you'll eat.
Can't argue with that, man.
So let's start. They give red and green salsa. I'm gonna start with my classic carne asada. Man, I actually haven't been here in a while.
Yeah, bro.
In a while.
Ooh, look at that. It's just different. I love the layers that you get. Okay, I'll start with the carne asada as well. A mark of a really good burrito place is doing the super burrito on point. So in a super burrito, it has the protein, has the rice, has the avocado, beans,
Right.
a little bit of sour cream, right?
You know what?
Guac.
A sign of a good carne asada is when the meat can stand on its own. When you don't necessarily need the salsa, but the salsa elevates it. The carne asada is bomb.
Nice beefy flavor, nice and salty. Like what you said, doesn't really need the salsa.
A little bit of smokiness, a little bit, excuse me, a little bit of char.
I like the freshness that the cilantro brings. Like the cilantro is not dry, you could taste it.
Go with a little bit of red salsa.
Try it.
It has heat. The heat level, I would say, is maybe about like a 6.
Yeah, I was thinking 6.
About a 6.
The guacamole is fresh.
Yeah.
Tortilla, nice and toasted.
Yeah, and they grill it. They put it on the flat top just to seal everything in a little bit. Melt the cheese a little bit more.
There you go.
You know, generally, I like a green salsa, a verde salsa, over a red salsa. Or rojo.
Yeah.
Rojo.
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 Verde versus the rojo. Let me try the green salsa.
With the greens, because of the tomatillo versus a regular tomato, there's a certain like freshness that I get from a tomatillo salsa over a red salsa. I like it.
So, like what you said, the star of the show is always going to be the protein. And if
Yeah.
they do their carne asada, right, like this one,
Yeah.
I like that smoky flavor that you described.
It is smoky.
Right.
It is smoky.
It kind of just adds that additional depth that you kind of like with regards to this. Dude, it's just what you expect a super burrito to be. Like it's loaded. It doesn't feel like understuffed. Like it's just
You know,
right.
and even like after you finish eating the carne asada, you taste that smoky, that char.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's almost like you ate it like a barbecue. You
Nice.
can almost envision someone barbecuing this carne asada outside.
Yeah.
Delicious.
No complaints. Really, really good.
You know, like our standard for pastor now is high. There's a lot of good pastor
man.
we've had.
I
A lot of
know,
good
I know.
adobada, man.
Exactly. That's the thing. With pastor, you know, it has that little sweetness. And I guess pastor, there's so many different ways that you can do it. It's almost like a Filipino sisig, right? There are different ways that you can execute it. There's a traditional way, and there's like these new hybrid ways, as we've been educated by Al Pastor Papi. But you know what I mean?
Yeah, like
if it's good, it's good. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Chef Miguel, right? But it's like he educated us where it's like the al pastor originally it was created for preservation with the vinegar and stuff,
Yeah.
so they can take it, they can store it longer.
Yeah. It's a functional component, but you know what? I ain't complaining because functional and delicious, that's a great combination.
Good match. All right, this is the boss's burrito.
Boss's burrito. So al pastor with shrimp, which I can't say I've had that combination specifically before.
You know what? There's more flavor action coming from the boss's burrito.
I can taste like whatever, the pineapple or the sweetness with that. I don't taste the shrimp from my first bite. Maybe I didn't have a piece of shrimp.
Maybe it was all my cut because I got 2 bites of shrimp.
Oh, there it goes, right there.
It really is almost like a surf and turf, right? You got your pig and you got your shrimp. It's good. It's really good. It's more creamy.
It is.
The boss's burrito is more creamy. I think they do add a salsa to it already.
But it's not spicy.
Not
It's a
even
different flavor.
not even a little bit spicy. It's really good.
They put some salsa on there. So, how would you describe a Mission-Style burrito compared to just like a regular burrito, like something that you would get at Chipotle?
You taste a little more love in that Mission-Style Burrito for sure. But I mean, like, you know, some people don't put rice. I mean, like, let us know in the comments, rice or no rice in the burrito. There's spots, like there's no frill spots in the Mission that don't put rice in the burrito. They just do beans, meat, cheese, avocado.
Which I think
that might be the original Mission burrito, and rice was added after.
But there's something about having the rice there that just adds to the heft that I kind of like.
To make it
I'm
more
so
full of a
used
meal.
to having it.
Like rice
But
and
that
beans.
might be the OG, so let us know in comments if we're missing anything.
And generally, I always like trying the whatever agua fresas they have on tap. We got the melon and then the horchata. Horchata I like. It's kind of like, it almost tastes like Christmas in a drink, right? Because it has the rice milk, the cinnamon, nutmeg, whatever. It tastes almost like a dessert, and it cuts the hot. It cuts the spiciness, right?
It does. It does. It does. You want to try the chips?
Oh.
That's also, you know, the vibe of a good taqueria is having some good chips.
The chips look standard. The chips look store-bought. I like it when taquerias will fry their old taco tortillas, right, to the day olds to make chips. But these are store-bought.
I do feel like I can taste the corn compared to most.
Yeah.
Maybe it's pre-packaged in Mexico. I don't know.
Maybe. Or it could be those giant bags that you get at Costco. It could be that also. I mean, final thoughts, man. I mean, this is a great go-to spot for us.
I feel like I'm really happy that we have Farolito close to us here
Lucky.
in the peninsula.
Lucky to have
You know what I mean?
You know, if you're coming from outside the Bay and you want a Mission-Style burrito, I think this is a spot to go to.
Exactly.
If you want like a Northern California Mission-Style burrito, come to El Farolito.
Definitely, definitely. But in terms of the burritos themselves, if it's the standard, that's the baseline expectation that I have.
It should be as good as this.
Exactly, exactly. Now, is it out of this world crazy that, you know, I have to eat it every week, or I would highly recommend someone to go here over other places? I think there are other more regular taco spots that probably don't perform it. Maybe they just don't have the good ratio. Maybe their meat is a little bit more subpar. But this is like the baseline.
This is the baseline.
This is like the average. This is where you set your standards on.
Yeah.
This is why we wanted to go here. So from a scoring perspective, what do you think you would rate? Let's start with the Super Burrito. What's the baseline?
Baseline, 7.25.
Yeah. I was thinking 7.5, but we're close, right?
Baseline.
Exactly.
Baseline 7.25, 7.5.
Yeah.
Because this is what a burrito should be like.
Exactly.
Anything worse than this, you're at 6. You're
like
in the sixes territory.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But if
There's
you-
something missing, right?
But it's like, because this is standard, but if there's a way that it was really elevated to the next level, which is not even what we're looking for.
Yeah, we're not.
You could hit that 8 or 9 mark. But
Exactly.
7.5 is pretty damn good.
Pretty damn good.
And all in all experience, don't let the flies and the homelessness and the stickiness scare you away.
That's part of it. That is
'Cause-
part of it.
Whether you're near or far Alito, we better see you here one day at El Farolito. D.A.D.S. out.